EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Start he was hoping for there is he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stafford. This one into the hands of Burton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Down, Panthers.
Stafford on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Rams' 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Goff throwing again. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on second and 13. Goff. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
You got me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Ball carrier.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Set up the screen here to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both like. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, here's Goff. is incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And it's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was a better beat. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIEs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. action. It's gone. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Right back to him on first down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Goff now looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is gone. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Rams 19, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That penalty against DJ Fluker, the behemoth out of Alabama. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 3rd down here.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's the option. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Trying to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll find Everett there complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. That run right there, that's what they were looking for.
The tackle there by John Johnson. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. One last throw here for Stanford. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Rams, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end.